Canonical released Ubuntu 25.10 with the codename Questing Coca. It's been a week and we can see a mixed kind of reaction from the community. Canonical is known for making decisions that polarize the Ubuntu users and the Linux community in general. But this time, it is mostly the upstream where the changes are coming from. Ubuntu 25.10 has adopted GNOME 49 and it has taken some major decisions in this version. The decisions are certainly futuristic and based on the necessity to adopt the modern technologies. But at the same time, backward compatibility is equally important. In this video, we are going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of Ubuntu 25.10. Okay, I'm just kidding. There is nothing ugly about it. Mostly it's good and maybe a few things are bad. The good part is mostly about the Rustification of Ubuntu and introduction of the modern applications which are more suitable for 2025 and upcoming years. Regarding the bad ones, I'll let you decide if it is really bad or just a necessity of time. We agree to disagree here. So let's talk about all the major new things that are introduced in the new Ubuntu. When we talk about major changes, the first one is GNOME 49 desktop. With GNOME 49, we see a lot of changes in the GUI as well as the internals of the system. I think the biggest one is that only Wayland is available as the default display session. GNOME 49 has removed the support for X11 or Xorg session. Now, the question most of the people are asking is, what will happen to the applications that rely on X11 totally? And the answer is most of them will still work because we have X-Wayland. Most of those apps will still work fine through X-Wayland. However, there could be some apps that do not play nice with X-Wayland, and some people have already started complaining in online forums that some of the applications are not working well with GNOME 49, and that is due to X-Wayland. When we talk about the bad aspects of the new Ubuntu, this is the one thing that most people are complaining about. I hope things will get better in the coming days. In the next version, that is 26.04, I am hoping that more apps either start working smoothly with X-Wayland or they switch to the Wayland. There are other major changes you see in Ubuntu 25.10 that come with GNOME 49. One of them is Ptyxis. Ptyxis has replaced the GNOME terminal as the new default terminal emulator. On the user interface part, the look and feel of Ptyxis is pretty much the same as the old GNOME terminal. And also, while searching, you can type either Ptyxis or terminal. You get the same thing. Even though the look and feel are same, Ptyxis is much more powerful. The most distinguishing feature is its native support for containers like Podman, Toolbox, and Distrobox. Other features like tab overview, ability to pin tabs, high level of customization, and GPU acceleration make Ptyxis the most suitable terminal for 2025. Another one is the image viewer Loupe that has replaced the Eye of GNOME image viewer. Loupe is built on top of Glycine. Glycine is a Rust-powered image rendering library, and Glycine is the reason that Loupe has GPU acceleration, better touchscreen gestures, and capabilities to quickly load high-resolution images. Loupe is based on GTK4 and libadwaita library, and it is definitely worth a try. Talking about accessibility improvements, you can see a set of accessibility options at the installation wizard itself. Along with a prominent accessibility menu at the login screen, there is screen reader support and a better high contrast mode. The one update that many users are complaining about is this one. The startup applications tool has been removed. So if you want an application to auto start after booting, you will have to go to the settings wizard of each application and toggle the auto start button. I am hoping this won't be a big problem for most of the users. The overall animation has improved a lot and there are a few minor changes in the Yaru theme. You can see some new icons and UI elements refined with padding and border radius. One noticeable icon is the GIF loader that shows up when the system is booting. If you are using multiple monitors, you can now adjust brightness of each monitor differently. In the Nautilus file manager, you see advanced settings in the search box. The common file types are listed in the tag cloud style with unique icons. Other than these, there are many small but useful changes related to the desktop and UI UX. Now let's talk about the changes at the system level that come with security enhancements. The latest Ubuntu comes with kernel version 6.17, which is the most recent one with the stable release. This means better hardware support for everyone, be it Intel, AMD, ARM, RISC-V. All users benefit from the latest version of the Linux kernel. It also comes with the nested virtualization support on ARM-based devices. This allows running hypervisors inside virtual machines, enabling advanced CI/CD pipelines. Talking about Rustification, now Rust-based sudo known as sudo rs is the default implementation of sudo. This means memory safety for most frequently used command sudo. This also means reduced attack surface that will improve the overall security of the system. Similarly, the GNU core utils have been replaced with Rust core utils. That means the most basic commands like ls, mb, cp, cat, etc. will be Rust based memory safe commands. Another big deal about the new Ubuntu is TPM backed full disk encryption. If you haven't heard of TPM, it stands for Trusted Platform Module. It's a small chip attached to the motherboard of your computer, and its main purpose is to store the cryptographic keys and take part in encryption and decryption. With TPM, the integrity of the system, that is the trusted combination of firmware and operating system, can be verified before automatically unlocking the hard drive. Full disk encryption was already available in Ubuntu, but now you can have hardware supported full disk encryption through TPM. TPM plus passphrase option is also available along with regeneration of the recovery key. We can say this is really going to take the security to the next level. By the way, this is an experimental feature and this should not be used in production. So these were some of the highlights of Ubuntu 25.10 Questing Coca. Now the question is, should you install it on your computer? The answer, as you might have guessed, depends on several factors. If you like trying out new things and want to contribute to the Linux community, then you should definitely check it out. You can test the new features and help the community by finding out if there are any bugs or if there is a scope of improvement. Mostly the applications depending on X11 need more and more testing on Wayland or X-Wayland. The more you can report the bugs, the sooner they will be fixed and have a better compatibility with X-Wayland. If you are a developer with the ability to fix those bugs, then you can apply patches and create pull requests to your favorite apps repository. But if your primary focus is stability, then you should better stick with Ubuntu 25.04, which is known by its code name Plucky Puffin. In Ubuntu ecosystem, X.04 are LTS, that is long-term support releases, which are supported for 5+ years, and X.10 are more on interim side with only 9 months of support. The next long-term support release will be Ubuntu 26.04, which will be released in April of 2026. By the way, what are the things you think are good and bad in Ubuntu 25.10? Add in the comment section. Thanks for watching.